Welcome to World Breaker Cruise Reviews. I'm your host, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Click that music.
覚悟してろよ。行くぜ。
You are watching World Breaker Cruise Reviews, and we are looking at Grand Admiral Thrawn. He is Chiss, as he said, and he is my favorite Imperial officer that has ever been. He's awesome. He's one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars universe. I mean, if he was a Sith Lord, he probably would be my favorite, but he's not. He's a genius. One of the few minds that just constantly are having tactical decisions. He's kind of like Zhong, what's that guy's name from Dynasty Warriors? Zhu Liang or something like that, I think his name was, from the Han Dynasty. But Shu Dynasty, there we go. So I digress. This guy here is a pretty solid mode. It looks just like Thrawn. If you all don't know who he is, there's some wonderful Star Wars books. I think it's Heir to the Empire is where he first came about. Then I think some of that was not canon, so they redid some of it. And there's a new one that's canon called Thrawn. So that's canon. Check it out. I suggest books on tape. It's a very good read or listen, especially if you're in a car. Very interesting story. But let's go back to the figure itself. Nice white officer uniform. Black boots. He comes with a blaster, but he doesn't need to use a blaster. He makes people work for him. I love the red Chiss eyes. And I just gotta say, Hasbro, give me a female Chiss something. Because, I mean, the Chiss themselves, I mean, they look like humans with their blue and have the red eyes. But, man, they just look good in everything they do. You know? There was a Star Wars, MMO game. I didn't appreciate the Chiss back then because I didn't know much about them. But now, I'd be all over that. So, articulation with this guy, because I keep digressing with the story, pretty good, you know, Star Wars. And you guys know I don't get that many of these Star Wars figures, so you know I had to get him. If there's any other officers I'll ever get, it's probably going to be, what's that other guy's name? The old man, gray hair, he died. Tarkin. Yeah, Tarkin's also another great officer. He has a great book too that kind of details his history. So if you guys are wondering, World Breaker, you're reading a lot of books. Well, I have a long commute. So I started learning radio gets old. And yeah, so I kind of listen to books on tape. Star Wars, I'm pretty good with those. So exceptional, good music. Back to the figure itself. Again, I'm digressing. And just kind of give you a heads up on how tall he is. He's taller than the standard Stormtrooper, which is fine. I hope they give us another Thrawn eventually. Because Thrawn was found, exiled on another planet. So that'd be pretty cool to see him, in his, I guess, savage gear. And here he is next to Wonder Man. Wonder Man's quite a bit taller, which is accurate. So Star Wars line is just, I mean, it's killing it. You know, it's a little bit of an older figure. I think last year he came out, but I've been having him up in the World Breaker closet waiting to be reviewed for a while. And now we have him. So I hope you like this guy. I would definitely recommend picking him up. Out of 10, I would give him an 8.5, maybe 8.9, because there's not much else you can do with him to make him much more realistic. I just don't know how else you could do it. I think I might have preferred a darker color blue. And maybe something to make the eyes pop just a bit more. But as he is, you know, he looks good. So, yeah. So, again, hope you've enjoyed this review. Until next time, don't forget to take a look at the previous Star Wars review there. Or subscribe if you haven't already. Peace and Chiss grease.